Hey guys, Lance and Stephanie Massey with Real Circle. We wanted to share with you wholesaling, but to be honest, anytime this subject is brought up, I look for Lance. So we're going to let Lance explain the wholesale process.
Yes, so the reason she sends everybody to me is because it is completely different than representing in a retail transaction, right? We have specific contracts in the AAR that you have to follow. Stephanie is a whiz when it comes to that. I leave everything to her on that side of things. But before I got my license, that's what we were doing. We were purchasing properties at foreclosure auctions from sellers that were in distress and just needed to get rid of them, and that was my specialty. So that's why I try to handle about 99% of the wholesale deals that come to us. Now, why would you wholesale a property? Well, as I just mentioned, we have sellers who are in distress. And a lot of people, I think, give wholesaling a bad rep, right? In the
Yeah,
agent world.
in the agent world.
So the bad rep basically comes from wholesalers who don't have any money, don't really have any interest in purchasing properties, and just want to put it in contract. So essentially, a wholesaler will take somebody in distress, put their home in contract for as little money as possible, and then go try to sell that contract. And while that seems terrible, there is some people who that's the only option they have.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we do run into sellers like that. And to be honest, wholesaling is a relief for them. They don't have to deal with showings, going on the market, getting their house ready, repairs, appraisals, inspections, all of those things that come with selling your house. So, on the flip side, sometimes it is beneficial for the seller for Lance to step in and put a wholesale contract on the property.
Yeah, exactly. So I'll give you an example. We just had one of these recently. It was a client who had some land. He was in a distressed situation. He could not list it on the market. He couldn't make a profit on it. He just needed that note out of his name. He needed to be done with the property. And it literally was stressing him out to the point where he was feeling ill. So we went in, we looked at what he owed, along with some other debts that we could help him pay off with the sale of that property. And then we actually had a buyer that we knew and went and assigned that contract to that buyer. And we did. We profited some money, but we disclose all of that. And that's the key here, right? In real estate,
Disclose.
disclose, disclose, disclose. So we told him, hey, if you can't make a profit, let's at least pay off your debts, get you out of this situation. We do have a buyer. And it basically would have happened within 10 days, but we had to work through a few other items, so it took a couple months. And now he's free and clear from that debt and feeling so much better about it. And the new buyer is ecstatic to have the property.
Yeah, wholesaling takes a lot of time and understanding to do it correctly and to protect you, but there's definitely ways to do it, and we're here to help with that.
So, what about foreclosures? You spent a lot of time purchasing foreclosures, specifically for Spencer and all of his clients.
Yes, foreclosures I always refer to as adrenaline rushes. Even when I pull up to the courthouse, my heart is usually already beating because it is. It's an exciting thing to bid on a property. Spencer at Gentry is the king of that. So if you have any questions, he definitely can help you purchasing a property at foreclosure. But basically, we get on the phone and we start bidding on the property. Now, there's definitely some ins and outs that you need to know before you start bidding. You need to know that you have to have your $10,000 check and who the check's made out to. So lots of things you need to know, but Spencer and us here at Real Circle are willing to help you purchase houses at foreclosure. It's fun. It's very fun.
So, why wouldn't you do this on your own, though? You keep saying Spencer. What's the reasoning there?
Spencer is our security because he takes the time to make sure that the property being purchased is still A, standing, and B, that the title is clear, which are huge, huge factors in purchasing a property, right? I don't want to purchase a property and then have the second lien on it. So you have to be really cautious when purchasing properties. I know even Spencer has gone to bid on one and done a drive-by last minute, and the house had burned down to the ground. You don't want to be paying for a house that's not standing. So we definitely lean back on Spencer the morning of bidding and make sure that the property's good to go. Definitely a learning process, but that's why we're here at Gentry. with Real Circle so that you can be able to learn from us. So please comment below.